Hi, I'm Ruth Estevez here at the Nova Studio. I was just about to shrink wrap some soap. Let me show you how I do it. So let's wrap up some soap bars. I'm going to pull out some plastic wrap first. I like to use the Biolefin wrap. It's biodegradable and compostable. I like that. And I also get it perforated, which means it has tiny little holes punched in the plastic. This allows my cold process soap to continue to breathe, which I think is really important. And it helps my customers be able to smell it better. So they like knowing what their bars are going to smell like. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have cold process soap that's well cured and dry. You don't want it to be wet or sticky at all, otherwise it'll stick to the plastic. Then you line up your soap bars in a column, as many as you can fit. I can fit 3 of mine in a column. Then make another column right next to it. Keep doing this for as many soap bars as you can fit, or as many soap bars as you have to wrap. This makes it really efficient. You're just setting them down one time. Then you're ready to start sealing. I take the heat sealer and I use it to push my bars all the way to the edge of the plastic, the end of it. Then I place my sealer right up against my bars. I don't want the plastic to be tugging, but I want the sealer to be pretty close to the edge. Then press straight down, and I count to about 5. And then tilt it a little bit so that you can reach over and just pull away your sealed bars. See, the sealer has melted the ends together. Let me show you so you can see it. Melted it together and allow me to pull it off the end. Let's set that aside. And now I do the next column. I use the sealer to push my bars to the end and then press down, tilt, and pull away. So if I had any more, I would just keep going, but I'm done with these for now. Now I want to seal across this way. I can take my sealer, push my bars up to the top, and seal both across at the same time. This makes it really fast. Here, I'll do this one again. There the 2 bars are. I'm going to press straight down, count to about 5, and then tilt a little bit. And these are all nicely wrapped all the way around. It's like a little bag sealed all around it. Let's do the last 2. Tilt, and then just pull away. The sealer has melted the edge and cut it. It's really easy. Now you're ready to shrink it down. And for that you use a heat gun. I use it on the low setting. That's all I need. Now what I like to do is start with the edges. So I turn it on and just wave it across all the edges. And very quickly, the plastic will start to shrink. Notice I'm always moving the heat gun around. Don't ever stay in one spot, because then you can get the plastic too hot and it will melt or split. Okay, once the edges are all done, I like to place the bar down and do the bigger surfaces, the front and the back. Let's do another one. Sometimes you get the little corners that stick up. That's easy. Just get them warm and press them down. If you have sensitive skin and it feels too warm, one thing I like to do is get it warm and then press it on the surface, and that flattens it out. Pretty easy. You could even do more than one at a time if your hands are big enough. You don't even have to hold it, really. You can set it down if that's more convenient and your hands are too sensitive or small like mine. One of the real advantages, I think, of using shrink wrap is when you have soap like this one that has a really uneven top, little wavy texture going on up there. That's okay with the shrink wrap because it will shrink right down to that shape. There you go. It's all wrapped. Even the uneven top is wrapped up. Another advantage of using the shrink wrap system is I find I can use paper labels instead of the sticky labels for my soaps. It saves me a little bit of money and a little bit of time. Here's what I do. I take my soaps and I put them in between the plastic. And then I have my labels made out of plain paper, not the adhesive kind. And all I have to do is take one of my labels, slip it underneath here, and put it right onto the soap. There's one for this one, and the one for this soap. So I put the labels there before I seal the plastic around the soap. I'm going to do that now. Push it over to the edge, press down with the sealer, and that comes away nicely. I'll seal the last edge. So now my label is in there, sitting on top of the soap. It's loose now, but after I shrink it down, it'll be nice and snug and won't move around anymore. There you have it. Label bar soap. My labels go all along this front side, and then it folds over into the bottom edge, and this is where I have my ingredients. But you could certainly go all the way around if you needed the room. I like to leave the back so that the customer can see what the soap looks like. Let's do another one. There it is, labeled, and then the customer can see the design on the back. So maybe your soap isn't the typical bar shape. That's okay. The shrink wrap is so flexible that it can shrink around any shape. How about round soap? or square soap with a very intricate top. That's what's so great about using the system. You can really be creative with your soap and not have to worry too much about, oh, I can't find a box that'll fit in. The process is the same in sealing it with the plastic around. Then you just use the heat gun to shrink it down. There you go, wrapped round bar of soap. Doesn't matter what the shape is, because the plastic can wrap around it. Want to get really tricky? How about a soap cupcake? Now that's an unusual bar of soap. It'll work on this too. It's the same idea. I'm going to make a little bag around the soap. Seal it once this way. And then seal the last opening there. So now you've got it completely wrapped in plastic and we just need to shrink it down. Again, do the edges first. There you go. A wrapped cupcake soap. Now you could add a label to the bottom, maybe? Or you could slip this into a little gift bag. But at least you know that your soap is protected all around with the plastic wrap. Want to give your customers even more options? How about putting some things together with your soap? Like a soap dish. A little washcloth or soap bag. This wrapping system helps you put that together into a really neat package. Let's take the soap and dish and just place it in the plastic just like we did with the soap bar by itself. Here's a wrapped soap bar and a little soap saver bag. This makes a great little set. Let's put it this way. And we just seal them up again like we did with the soap bars. This way. Now let's do this soap dish one. All packaged up. Now you just seal it down with the heat gun. Makes a great little gift. It's ready to go. Here's the one with the little bag in it. Let's seal that up on the end there. just shrink it down. Perfect, ready to give. How about offering your customers some multi-bar sets? You could put individual bars together in a set, maybe give them a special price, or maybe they're in the same theme. But in any case, you can make it easy for your customers to just pick up 3 bars at a time by packaging them together. So here I have 3 different bars. They've already been individually packaged with labels. And now I'm going to package them all together. It's the same idea, just sort of like a bigger bar. So I'm going to place my bars in between the plastic. Now I'm going to seal the side here. Because this is kind of tall, I'm going to tilt it a little bit so that the sealer can really get down and seal the 2 layers of plastic. Just a little bit. Press down on the sealer and peel away the whole thing. Now I'm going to seal this last edge here. Same thing, I'm just going to tilt it a little bit towards the sealer so that the 2 plastic sheets can meet a little bit more easily. That way you don't have quite so much excess plastic around the bars. Okay, so there you go. And now just grab the heat gun and seal it down. Since it's just so hard to hold 3 bars at once and keep them all together, again, I have little hands, you can also just set them down the way you want it, and then start sealing. Start shrinking, I mean. All around, I'm doing the seam edges first. It strengthens them and kind of makes it a neat package. Then I can do the top, and the sides, the bottom. Little corners I'm going to press down, make it very neat looking. There you have a 3-bar multi-set just ready to go.
And there you have it. That's how I like to use the National Shrink-Wrap system to wrap up my cold process soap bars, my gift sets, and my multi-bar sets. Who knows what I'll be wrapping up next?